Welcome to Irresistible You, Ignite Your Passion and Purpose. I'm Karen Seltz, also known as the Uncensored Self-Love Coach. So excited that you've joined me today. If you're new to me, there's really only three things that you need to know. The first thing is that if you have a higher calling and you know you're meant for more, that is what I support women in finding out. And we do that through several different inquiry processes that I go through in these episodes. So you are in the right place. The second thing is that I consider myself to be a divine mirror. And what I mean by that is that one of my superpowers is to look at people and to see them through the eyes of the divine. So I don't see their faults and their flaws and their shortcomings, but I see them as they truly are. And I reflect it back to them until they see it for themselves and they're like, oh my gosh, I get it. So if you want someone to see you in your highest, that's me. The third thing that you need to know is I am uncensored in my approach. I am willing to do whatever I'm called to do, to say whatever I'm called to say, and to go wherever I'm called to say to support you in getting to a breakthrough. So if you can deal with that, hang on, you're in the right place. Tonight, we are going to talk about what your language says about you. I love this topic. It's fascinating. And I've done a lot of coaching over the last couple of years, coached hundreds of people. And everybody thinks, including me, I still think that I'm great at hiding what's truly going on in here. Well, the moment we open our mouths, we have all the evidence we need to demonstrate what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, the very latest research in neuroscience says that the subconscious mind is responsible for more than 99% of all of our thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, and behaviors, which means what? We have very little choice point here. So we get to bring to our conscious awareness all of the unconscious stuff, all the programs that are running. Because guess what? Those programs are running us without our knowledge. Like they're like the great Wizard of Oz, you know, like behind the scenes, like pulling all the strings and we're just like the puppet. So it's really important that we start paying attention to language, because language will tell you exactly what's going on behind the scenes. It'll tell you what programs are running. So I love it. And one of the things that's really fascinating to me is when I get nervous or when I get triggered, the same language patterns that I've worked for years and years to shift, they come right back. And people will say, did you notice you said this? I'm like, oh crap, again, I thought I was done with that. But here's the thing, you know, we get to play with it. We're never done. We're always a work in progress. Yes, that's my dog's toenails. Hello, Lola. I love live. I'm gonna let her out. She'll probably want back in a second. We'll see how that goes. All right, so language. What are some disempowering phrases? I want to teach you guys some fun things today. All right, so let's play. Let's play. One of the things that I've studied in my life is something called brain gym, like gym, lifting weights, gym. And we do applied kinesiology or muscle checking. And there's a way, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but if I'm working with another person, I use their arm as an indicator and I just put a tiny bit of pressure. And if something is true for that person, the muscle fibers here will lock and the arm will stay strong. So if I were to test somebody and say, oh, my name is Karen and their name is not Karen, their arm would go, it would go flying down. And if I ask them, you make statements, but my name is Risa, for example, my friend Risa, if I held her arm, she held her arm out and I said, my name is Risa, and her arm would hold steady. So that is how the muscle fibers work. They are a beautiful lie detector. They can tell you what foods are good for you, what, you know, if you need a vitamin, if you're at the vitamin store, you can muscle check it. So I want to teach you how to check yourself, because it's super fun. So I'm just going to teach you a couple of ways. The first way, I call it Red Rover, Red Rover. Remember that game when we were kids? Red Rover, and then you try to run through the line. So you're going to take your thumb and your index finger like this, and you're going to hold it not like that, but tight so that you can't break it. And you're going to say a statement like, my name is Karen. Oops, hold on. That should not have happened. If it goes through, when it's true, you are most likely dehydrated. So let me drink some water. All right, so let's try that again. My name is Karen. So it holds. My name is Risa. No, not true. So if it's not true for you, the finger should go right through. This one doesn't work for everybody. So I'm going to teach you one other one, but play with it. And you can say, I like pizza, like something you like. Okay, yes, I like pizza. I like peas, not so much. So it goes right through if it's not true for you. So play with that. I also will do this thing, like show me a full body yes. I'm going to go to the side because I will do something exciting. Show me a full body yes. All right. Show me a full body no. That's the one I use for food. If you ever have food that's questionable in your refrigerator, you can hold it in your hands and you could say, just hold it. You don't even have to say anything. But the intention is this spoiled or is this good? And if it's good, once you know what your full body yes is, if it's good, your body will go forward. If it's bad, your body will go, whoa, step away from the rotten food. So that's something you can use. And think about it. The full body yes is usually like, yes, I'm going towards something, or no, back away, step away. It's not good for me. And it's different for everybody. Some people go to the side, but most people will go forward for a yes and back for a no. So check that. Now, the reason I'm telling you this in conjunction with language is notice your body when you say certain things. So let's just play with it. All right. I'm going to try to lose weight. All right. So I said a couple things in there that are disempowering. The word try is super disempowering to the subconscious mind because it doesn't know what to do with it. How does it know if you're succeeding? If you try, there's no benchmark. How about I am committed to releasing 5 pounds? Boom. All right. So I said a couple of things. Instead of try, I said I am committed. That means like I'm putting my ass on the line, like I am committed. There is no back door there. So committed and trying are completely different things. The subconscious mind knows what to do with committed. Like, okay, I got you. I got your back. I didn't say lose. When we're talking about weight, for example, or anything, if you lose it, what do you automatically want to do if you lose your keys? You want to find them, right? So if you want to release weight, I recommend you say release and not lose, because if you tell the subconscious mind, I want to lose weight, it'll say, okay, we'll lose it, but then you're going to find it again. So I said, I am committed to releasing. And then I didn't say some arbitrary thing like weight. I said 5 pounds, which is very specific. The subconscious mind can wrap its head around that. Its head. So play with that and see what your body does. Also, another substitute phrase for try is I will do my best, because if you do your best, you cannot fail. So just play with these sayings and start noticing what you're saying. All right, some of the ones that drive me mad and insane are should. We have this saying in 12-step, like, don't should all over yourself. So should is, for me, it's a shaming word. It's like, you messed it up. You should do it this way. I know better for you, but who knows better for you than you? Nobody. You do. You're the only one that knows. So should, ought to, have to. We, in a leadership program I've been in, we substitute I get to for all of our have tos. And that's a great stepping stone. I get to. But what happens over time that I noticed was it had the same energy as a have to. People were just using fancier language. Yeah, I get to do my laundry today, but it still had the same like, blah. How about I want to, I choose. Choosing is so powerful. When you choose to do something, you are the creator. You're the creator. You're not a victim. I choose to do my laundry, and it can be whatever reason I want to. I don't want it all over my couch. I don't want it in my hamper. I want clean clothes. I want to wear clean underwear today. Whatever it is, I choose to do it, which is a lot. If you look at your body, like, okay, I choose to do the laundry. All right. I have to do the laundry. Whoa. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. My body doesn't like it. So listen to your body. It is always giving you information. The other things, notice when you're triggered, what comes out of your mouth. Just notice, like take a little journey outside of yourself, go up here and just notice what comes out of your mouth, or record it. Record a rant. How fun would that be to listen to? Or you can call a friend that will call you forward, that will say, okay, what is it? How can I best support you? So number one, if somebody calls me for support, that's what I ask. I'm like, how can I best support you? Because I'm a coach and I can go right into fix it mode. Because damn, I'm smart, right? Not really. I just think I am sometimes. Everybody has their own answers. So if somebody wants a bucket held, that means they're going to vomit. I'm going to hold the bucket. They're going to go, bleh. They're going to vomit out all their negativity, all their crap. I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not going to coach them. They get to get it out. You ever get sick and you vomit and then you feel so much better, and then there's space, right? So I do set limits on that. I will say you have 2 minutes or you have 5 minutes. Get it all out. Get it all out. Because if it's a story they've told over and over and over that reinforces some victim identity or murder, something that they don't want, I will ask them when they're done vomiting, how many times have you told that story before? Or maybe before they're done, they vomit at all. How about, what if this were the last time you told that story? What if this were the last time that was ever part of your identity? What would be possible for you if you chose today to be the last day you told that story? What story would you rather tell? What would you rather believe about yourself? Now, I'm not saying things don't happen in life. We get to vent. We don't get to bypass them. We call it spiritual bypassing. I had some things end in my life recently, and I experienced some grief around that. And in addition to that, I had the privilege and honor of being with 8 beautiful women in such an intimate setting. We were so connected, and we experienced joy and fun and togetherness and laughter and love. And we just held each other and saw each other in all of our, like we could just let our hair down. We didn't have to pretend. We could just be. And then I came home, and there was a letdown. There was like definite contrast. And I got to sit with that. I got to feel those feelings, and I'm still kind of in it. And there are moments when I'm grieving. Like they don't live near me. They all live in other states or other countries. So there's that letdown, like, and the identification with what I'm going to call illusion, that we're separate, that I'm here and they're there. Because if you study quantum physics or anything metaphysical, there really is no separation, and our minds are joined, our souls are joined, and I can get back to that state the second I choose it. What am I choosing? So there's an honoring of the feelings that gets to take place. And once you're done with that, or even in between those feelings, you can focus on your vision. Like, what do you want? What are you here to do? What do you desire? What would make you happy? what's your calling? Because we all have a soul calling. And I know, like, I ignored mine for so many years. I would write it like on a little note card and put it in a drawer and never look at it because I was too afraid. And if I looked at my language, even on those note cards, it was in the present tense. I was doing what I was supposed to do, but it wasn't like I'm committed. It's like I am an inspirational public speaker, inspiring women, whatever. I don't remember what it said exactly, but something like that. But I never raised my emotions to match that. I didn't see it happening. And I also had these beliefs, like I didn't have anything to share. And so those limiting beliefs would win every single time, like the voice of my mother, like, who do you think you are? Like, you're too big for your britches. That was a big one that came up for me a lot when I would think about doing something other than what I was doing, which was a traditional 9-to-5 job. So there are these things that will pull us back. And if we watch our language, it will leave us clues. So my question for you is, what are you telling yourself? What are those limiting beliefs that come up again and again every time you think about a dream or something you really want to do? What stops you? Or do you just go for it? If you just go for it, I don't know, you're a unique unicorn. And I want to be coached by you. But if there's something that stops you, what is it? What is it? And we get to, together as a community of women, especially, we get to support one another in our dreams, in our visions. We get to build one another up because there's been enough competition among women. And I think it's really ending right now. I think this is the time to step up and to be powerful as a woman. Like, I see so much changing for women. So it's an exciting time. And, any way that I can support other women, I am here to do it. So I'm going to say, watch your language. And I don't mean like the cussing and the swearing, because if you know me, you know I do that. And I think that's okay. It's a matter of, is your language choice, is it empowering you or is it disempowering you? And you need to check it by checking your body. And you can do the forward and back. You can do this. Oh, I forgot to teach you. I was going to show you one more thing. Lie detectors are based on, it's called a galvanic skin response. And if you say something that's true, there's no friction. So my name is Karen. It just goes. My name is Sharon. It stops. It's a very interesting. That is how they measure lie detectors. Like, it's that skin response. So check that one too, if you're not nervous or outside where it's, humid. All right, some other words that I would love for you to look at. Things that degrade your message. They take away, they send out the message that you don't believe what you're saying. There are things like just. Well, I just thought this. I just this. I only this, right? So if I were to say that, what do you think? What's your view of me? Do you believe what I'm saying? Do you believe what comes next? Or did I just discount it entirely? It's like saying to somebody, don't take this the wrong way, but right? I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but, right? It's like, whatever comes next, it's going to be really crappy. So don't say it. Don't say it. All right. The other things are absolutes, like always and never. So if you look at always, a substitute for that would be like often, oftentimes, or often, but it's never always. Never. Or never would be like, I don't know, what's the opposite of never, or what's part of never? Be like infrequently. So it's fun. I'm going to look at my list because I have a list here that I'm happy to share with you if you email me, and I will give you my email pretty soon. Oh, one thing that I really wanted to share is the concept of being right. Like, when you think you're right, and like I will often say, like in the past mainly, I'm right, I know I'm right. Or sometimes I'll say it in my head, and then I laugh at myself because it's one of my constant things that I live with, like the need to be right. So now what I ask myself when I'm like insisting that I'm right is, what else is possible? What else is possible? Is it possible that this other person is also right? Is it possible that neither of us is right? That's more likely, yes. Or if I think, oh, that's just the way it is. It's this, it's black or white, or this is just the way it is. It's the same question. What else is possible? When I can't think my way out of a problem, what else is possible? And I love that because it just fills me with hope and energy, and it connects me to source, connects me to God, universe, spirit, in a way that I feel held, I feel seen, I feel supported, because I can see things from so many different angles. I don't have to figure everything out myself. So language. Oh, another one. Okay, help. I'm going to help you, right? Or I want to help you do this. I want to help somebody do this. Help for me is, it's kind of a word that puts me up here and someone else down here. It means that they're lacking something. And we often don't look at it that way. We think, oh, it's nice to help others. But how do we look at people that we're helping? Do we look at them as the same as us or below us? And anytime we're in the comparison game, whether we think we're better than somebody or worse than somebody, or however it works, we are identifying with separation. We feel separate, and that's never ideal, right? Because it's not the truth of who we are. So a word for help would be support. Support is, we're at the same level, and today I'm supporting you. Today I'm here to support you. And maybe someday you'll support me, maybe not. Maybe somebody else will support me. The universe has got my back. And support also, I love it because it opens us up to receiving. And it tells the universe, I'm open to abundance. I'm open to receiving love. I'm open, I'm worthy of receiving. It's super important to be open to receiving support, because how good does it feel to support somebody else, to make a difference for somebody else? It feels amazing. And how does it feel when they say, oh no, I got this, or no thanks, or this old thing, like even deflecting a compliment. Or if somebody says, oh yeah, like if I say, oh, I love your jacket, Sheila, and she says, oh, thank you, and you look pretty too. Then I'm like, it doesn't land, right? That made it a transaction. It made it an exchange. Like, I give you something, you give me something. It took away my good feelings for give her a genuine compliment. And it doesn't land because it's people pleasing usually. And I can, we can feel the difference if someone's genuine or not. So when you are asking for support, do not offer anything in exchange, because it takes people's good feelings away. Or if someone offers you support, say yes. Say yes. Thank you. I would love that. I would love for you to carry my groceries to my car. Thank you. I would love for you to pick up my dog's poop. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Thank you. Whatever it is, just learn to say yes. And the universe will bring you more things to say yes to. More abundance, more love, more joy, more things to celebrate. Yes. So if you want my sheet that has my, my things on it, my words, email me at Karen Seltz, which is my name. It's on the Zoom thing, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I will send it over to you, because it's a good little list. I've been acquiring it and adding to it for a long time. It's really fun. So hopefully you got some good stuff here tonight. And I want to say that I've decided that to open up 5 spots on my calendar this week for free possibilities calls. And the reason that I'm doing that is oftentimes the women that come to me, they have a higher calling, and they've been ignoring it, pushing it down, saying, I can't do that. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Who do I think I am? And they've been ignoring it for years, and it keeps tapping on the shoulder, and it keeps getting louder and louder and louder. And the louder it gets, if you're anything like me, if I'm talking to you, it becomes more painful to not live into that calling, to hide, to play small, to pretend like you don't know what your calling is. So if I'm talking to you, I invite you to book a call with me. And the first 5 women that book, I'm going to get on the phone with this next week. In the next 5 days or so, we'll get on the phone, and you just go to connectwithkaren.us, and it will take you directly to my personal calendar. We'll hop on the phone and we will go into discovering what you're here to do. Like, what's your true purpose? What's your calling? And what's held you back up until now? What stops you? Every time you get close, what stops you? And then we'll create a plan. And this is a free call, and you have my word that only if I believe in my heart of hearts that I can make a difference for you, will I make you an offer to go further. Only if I know I can support you in getting there will I make you an offer. So otherwise, there's no strings. I mean, there's no strings either way. So if I'm talking to you, if you have decided that now is your time and enough is enough, and you're ready to go, then I invite you to book a call at connectwithkaren.us. And I will be so excited to talk with you. I hope that you got something out of this. Amazing. Clean up your language, pay attention, and create the life that you were meant to create. I will see you right here next week on Irresistible You, Ignite Your Passion and Purpose.